what is up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? This is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I am so glad to have you. If you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, y'all. Sorry for my tardiness. I was on the phone and yeah. But I apologize. But it's time for Tipsy Tuesday. This is a new segment that I have been doing for the past few weeks where I share some tips with you and we take a few sips together and we just have a good time learning different things, hoping that it will help improve your life and help benefit you in the future, because that is my ultimate goal, is to provide you with helpful information. Okay. Now, before we get started, I'm going to let y'all know what I am sipping on. It has already been a long week. I'm just having a little bit of Moscato tonight to kind of wind down. I was supposed to be exercising after this, but I don't think I'm even going to do any exercises or whatever, because it's been a long week and it's only Tuesday, y'all. I don't know, but hopefully things will go well. So I'm just sipping on some Moscato tonight. Y'all let me know what y'all are drinking on. It does not have to be alcoholic. It can be non-alcoholic, whatever it is. But before we get into tonight's topic, I think is a good one because it is going to be a reminder for myself. It's just going to be some tips about money. And these are tips that I'm having to tell myself. So I'm not just telling you, this is for me especially, and I figured it would be helpful for other people. But before we get into it, we're going to start off with our Tipsy Tuesday song. And I'm going to take a sip before I do, because your girl been ripping and running trying to get to this live. I was on the phone, y'all. I told you I was on the phone. I was talking to my brother and I told him, I was like, I got to go live in a few minutes or whatever. But all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me try and remember. I think I'm going to do the regular Tipsy Tuesday song. Tipsy Tuesday. Tipsy Tuesday. Tipsy Tuesday. Get your tips and pass the dues. Say Tipsy Tuesday. All right, that was your official introduction to Tipsy Tuesday. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right, so we're going to be talking about money, y'all. Some money tips for you guys, because y'all, it's getting crazy. I know we discussed money before, telling y'all about, like, people, don't be surprised if people are going to start asking you for money, because the holiday seasons are coming up. The student loan repayments had just started. But y'all, when I talked to y'all about that, I don't even think we were in October. Why? It feels like, for me, it feels like life is coming at me hard and fast right now. Like, I can't believe that we are already in the middle of October. Like, soon we're going to have to start preparing for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then it's going to be a brand new year. Like, y'all, life is coming at me way too hard, way too fast right now. And time is just like flying by. And I have been a little reckless with my money. And I got to tighten up. I really got to tighten up and get back on track so that I can start preparing for some of the things that I have in mind. Now, I know also it's October, whatever. People were traveling for summer vacation, different things like that. So we were spending money and, having a good time. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had a good summer. Now it's fall or whatever. It's time to tighten up. But I will say this. One of the tips I wanted to share with you guys is one of the best ways that I'm able to save money is that I pay myself first when it comes to money. What I mean by that, let's say you get my paycheck. The paycheck I get, I have it divided into two separate bank accounts. One bank account is my main account. The other bank account is my savings account. So about 20% of my check, and I pay myself biweekly or whatever. So about 20% of my biweekly check goes to the savings. Like, I don't even see it. I don't even check that account. I probably check that account maybe a couple of times a month, not very often. And you'll be surprised how much money you can accumulate if you do that. Let's say you're taking away, if you are able to stash away $250 each week from your paycheck. I don't know what you're getting paid, but let's just say you can take away $250 each week from your paycheck. That off the top is going straight into that bank account that you don't see. If you get paid, or if that's done 4 times out of the month, that's already $1,000 that you can save up each month. And at the end of the year, that's $12,000. At the end of 2 years, that's $24,000, almost $25,000, probably if you put it into a high yield savings account, or if you try and add extra to it or whatever. So that is one of the ways that I save money. That account, that savings account, is literally, I won't even say it's my emergency fund, because I do have a separate emergency fund. I don't really know what I'm saving it for, really. I guess if like worst case scenario happens, if I don't even know. I was going to say if I got laid off, but I work for myself, so I would be laying myself off. So I don't know what I'm actually saving it for, but it's like a just in case, especially with me being a business owner where I am responsible for my income, generating my income. Like say if my business went into hard times and I couldn't no longer supply my salary from my business, that's like my little stash. So that's like my worst case scenario. The sky is falling, I guess, kind of money or whatever there. And I've only recently been able to pay myself. So probably it's only been like 2 years that I paid myself. Yeah. Starting, I want to say in 2021 was when I was actually able to start taking a salary from the business. Up until then, y'all, your girl was working. I won't say I was working for free, but I was working for pennies or whatever. So only been a couple of years that I was able to start paying myself. And it's just amazing how much money has accumulated for that. Now I have sometimes pulled from that account for different things, maybe for like Christmas or something like that, or I don't pull from it often. I will say that. It's only been like maybe 2 or 3 times I pull from it. And yeah, I want to say it's maybe like Christmas, or if we were taking a vacation or something like that. But it wasn't like a whole lot that I was pulling from it compared to what was actually in it. Like I was pulling like maybe 5-10% out of it or whatever. But you'll be surprised how much it accumulates. Now, what I also want to say is when you do that and you just start taking your money off of the top and letting it go into a separate account, you'll be surprised of what you can actually live off of. So I'm able to live off of less. And honestly, what's up, Cynthia? Good to see you. Yeah, I started talking and I didn't look at the comments and everything. Cynthia, let me know what you're sipping on. But what I was saying, you'll be surprised that you can live off of less. And so I take about 20% and it's going into that savings account. I do tithe to my local church as well as to other organizations and stuff like that. And I tithe a little bit more because me and God, we got this, I won't say we got this arrangement, but it's a prayer that I had prayed for God to enlarge my territory, to bless me and stuff like that. So I do give more of a tithe. I tithe according to what I want him to bless me with. So that's probably, instead of like the 10%, it's probably like another 20%. So technically I'm living off of 60% of my income. So you'll be really surprised what you can cut back on. So, and I'm not saying you got to do 20% like me. I'm not even saying you got to do that like I did in the example, 250 or whatever. Do whatever you can do, but you'll be surprised just how much that money starts adding up. And just don't blow it or whatever once you get it all saved up or whatever. But you'll be surprised how much you're able to live off of having less and everything. So yeah, it has been very, very beneficial for me to do it that way. But even still, y'all, so I'm living off roughly like 60%. I would love to be able to cut that in half and be able to live off of only like 30% of my income. But in order for me to do that, I got to increase the income. And I'm probably living off of more because y'all know I have the side hustles, and the side hustles are like some of my fun money. But now it's about to be redirected to my student loans again. But I still use it as my kind of like my fun money, my side hustle money. So I can just use my regular income to pay the bills. But yeah, I I gotta tighten up. I gotta tighten up a whole lot. And I say that to y'all because I am not, like I said, I am not, I see you, Cynthia. Okay, sounds good. I am not I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Like literally, I got a shopping cart full of I got a shopping cart full of stuff right now that yeah, that I need to buy. And Christmas is coming up, and it's right around the corner. And it's not even Christmas stuff. It's I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go through the shopping cart. I probably need to take some stuff out because it's clothes, and I just bought a bunch of clothes or whatever. But I have a couple of events coming up, and I want to look nice. But anyway, that's just me and my issue, my issues that I'm having. But I really did. I won't say I had a talk with myself, but I was like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Christmas is right around the corner and the holidays, and you going on these little shopping sprees and stuff. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for your girl. But I have gotten loose and I have not been telling my money what to do. I've just been kind of spending my money. So that is tip number one. If you can just funnel your money away to the point where you take money off of the top where you don't even see it and have it directed into a savings account, that is very, very helpful. Okay. Something else and try and live off of less. I told y'all I'm going to do the money envelopes. I'm still going to do those as well because I've been pulling the money to do the money envelopes, but your girl has just been lazy and not even really stashing or stuffing the envelopes and everything. So I know I might shoot that video, like an actual cash stuffing video this weekend because I know I need to go to the bank and pull out my cash for the upcoming couple of weeks so that I can be using that and staying on track. Okay. All right. Now, let me see. What's up, Belford? Good to see you. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with the comments. It's like, I think it's just my screen is blocking some of them. He says, I'm trying to live off 40% of my salary, but these students start back on the 30. Yes, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, but that is good. I would love to be able to cut mine in half. But like I said, I'm going to have to increase my income, which means I'm going to have to work more, which I can. Y'all would think your girl is kind of allergic to work or something like that, because I learned very early on that it's only so much I can do. Like, I don't even know why the work day is from 9 to 5. I really don't. I mean, like after like 2, 3 o'clock, I'm not good. I'm not, if you see me after 2 o'clock, you still going to get good treatment, but I know I'm not at my peak at that time. Like, I do best, my prime time that I can work, or I feel like I'm the freshest and stuff like that, is like from 10 to 2. Like, my best ideas, my most creative, all that kind of stuff, that's happening at that time. After I ate lunch and stuff, it's a drain. So I don't even know. Like, if I ever, I know I work for myself, but if I ever were to be able to like set the times and stuff like that, I probably would only work from like 9 to 3, 10 to 2, something like that, because I don't know why this work week is so long. I also don't work a full week. Like, I'm off tomorrow, which is good. Now, I say I'm off, but I work from home or whatever. But if I had to like really be like in somebody's face and doing stuff, I couldn't do it. I would not be good. Like, I'm like mentally drained. And even when it comes to like personal stuff, personal tasks, like by Wednesday or Thursday, I can feel myself like draining. Like, I'm my best, I'm my freshest at the beginning of the week. And pretty much after Wednesday, it's not good. Like, anything that I was supposed to get done, it's going to have to wait till the weekend until I had some time to kind of like recuperate and regroup and everything like that. And I just know that about myself. Like, your girl ain't got the stamina. I ain't got the energy. I ain't got the patience. I would be I would be very irritable and probably not a good person to work around if I was working super duper long hours. And that's not to say I can't. Like if I really needed the money or whatever, I'm sure I could power through and do it. But yeah, I'm not good. I can only work like 2 days at a time, and then I need a break. So I like having the middle of the week off so I can take a break and kind of regroup and then knock out the rest of the week and everything. All right, y'all. Okay, I'm seeing your comments now. And Cynthia says, y'all let me know if y'all take any money off of the top to put funnel into your accounts. Oh, y'all, I want to say this too before I forget. I'm sorry, I'm being kind of squirrely today and my mind is jumping all over the place. I want to say thank y'all so much for supporting my channel. Y'all, I'm really close to getting to 3,000 subscribers. I happened to look at it today because I haven't really been checking my channel, especially since I was out in Jamaica last week, and the only video I really shot was the last live and everything. So I hadn't really been checking my account until today. And so when I looked at it today, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. So thank y'all so much for rocking with me and being a gold digger, a goal getter. All right, so let me look at these comments. Cynthia says there are some student loan forgiveness programs for people with disabilities, disabled military people. Yes. Thank you for that. And there's some good repayment plans too. I don't really know the details of them to speak on it, but I know they have a new one out. I think it's called Save, where I know it's based on your income, and I think it's replacing a plan that was already in place. But that one I hear, if I'm remembering correctly, is supposed to be like one of the overall like good ones. Like if you don't really know which one to pick, that is a safe one to go into to help you to lower your payments and everything. Because that's the other thing, y'all. I hadn't even been paying attention to see how much I'm going to be repaying with these student loans and everything. But still, I'm going to try and repay my student loans out of my side hustle money. So I don't want it to interfere with what I have set up right now for my bill money. Because y'all, we've been doing this for 2 years now where I haven't been having to pay the student loans. And all before my private student loans that I did have to pay during the federal forbearance, it was coming out of my side hustle money. Now this payment though here is a lot larger than what I had to pay for my private loan. So y'all might see me hustling a little bit more because I really don't want to pay the student loan payments out of my regular money. Like I don't even want to pay it for real, but I'm going to pay it out of my side hustle money. And then Cynthia is also saying, also there is one called Borrower's Defense for people who went to schools that are now closed. Yeah, and some of those people, I think some of those may have already gotten their loans forgiven. So that is something you definitely want to look into. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for sharing that information. That's something you want to look into, because if your school is closed, or one of those schools on the list, I want to say like the White House has been forgiving some of those loans or assisting people who might have fallen victim to some of those predatory schools. And that's a topic for another day. We'll have to talk about the benefits of going to college or having a secondary education. Is it still worth it in some instances for people? Belford says, I legit need to go to the bank and take out cash. Swiping this card is never a good thing. Those small charges add up. Yes, I've been swiping. And some of the stuff that we've been going through, like when I was in Jamaica, I only took a little bit of cash to have. And I had one main card that I only took one card because I didn't want to lose my cards or anything like that in Jamaica. And something happened to them or something like that. And somebody run up my tab. So I only had my one main credit card that I was using, and I've been I would swipe. It's not like I spent a whole lot in Jamaica or anything like that, because most of the stuff was like covered where I was staying. But like, the souvenirs and stuff that I bought, or like if I got some at the airport or whatever, I was just swiping and not thinking. And once I got back, I didn't put my other cards in, or I didn't put like my cash and stuff in there. So I was still using the card for everyday stuff that is just causing it to add up. But yeah, I need to get back on doing the cash. I really need to get back, y'all. This is the real deal. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really just need to get back on being on a budget. I have not been on a budget for probably majority of this year. Like, the money is just there, so I'm just spending it. And I don't consider myself as a person who spends recklessly. But if it's something I want, I'm gonna get it. And I don't, as long as I have the money, I don't think too much about it. As long as it's not too expensive, and everybody has their own definition of what they feel is expensive. But as long as I got the money, I'll get it. And that's not how I used to be, especially when I had to really watch my money or whatever. And it's like, now I really need to start giving my money a purpose for what I want it to do, and start saving up for different things. And I think it's because, like, I was saving up for my car. So I got my car, paid off the student loans, that kind of thing. Some of the private student loans. So I don't really have like the next best thing that I'm supposed to be saving up for, or what I'm supposed to be putting my money aside for, other than like Christmas. But even with Christmas, usually, like, my kids don't, I don't know. I'm already, usually with the envelopes, I'm already putting money aside throughout the year for Christmas. So it's not like it's a big expense for me to pay for Christmas, because I'm kind of funneling it away. But all that little extra money I haven't been doing anything with it other than, I see it in my bank account, I'm about to spend it. And that is not good. That is not good at all. At all. So I got to tighten up a whole lot. So that's why I was like, this money talk is right on time, but your girl needs to switch some things up. And I got off topic because I was looking at the comments. Let me look at this last comment, and then I'm gonna share one other tip with you. Oh, Cynthia says, I don't have my notes with that information handy, but the info can be found on the government student aid website. Yes. Thank you. All right. Another little tip that I do, and it might not be little, is that I would challenge myself to like no spend challenges. And I haven't done that in probably like over a year. And that's basically where I would try not to spend money on certain things for like a whole week. I've only been able to do it for like a week. Now, you might not be able to do a week. You might only be able to do a day, a weekend, or something like that. But just challenge yourself not to spend any money. Now, it does require a lot of thought and planning. And I'm not going to say my no spend weeks were perfect. Sometimes, I slipped up, especially when it came to food, because I did not prepare my lunch and stuff like that. And probably if you look at your bank statements and things like that, probably a lot of your money is going to food. I know for me personally, that is probably what my expense is. I just did DoorDash because I hadn't eaten since it's afternoon and I was hungry and I knew I had to do the live. But I spent, I won't say an excessive amount of money on DoorDash, but enough where I could have got groceries for that same price and had a few meals instead of one meal. So, but with the no spend challenge, you're challenging yourself not to spend money for a certain period of time. Now, you can put stipulations on it and say, hey, I will only spend money on like gas or groceries or like your regular bills. Like for me, I wouldn't spend money on anything other than like if it was like a regular bill that was coming out. Like if it was like my electric bill, my mortgage, my water bill that happened to come out, around during that week, that was an expense that I was willing to spend on. But like my groceries, all that kind of stuff, I didn't spend any money during that week. It's like whatever was in the pantry, whatever was in the fridge or the freezer, that's what we had to use to create our meals and stuff like that, which is why I got in trouble sometimes, because if I didn't cook then I don't have anything to eat for lunch. And you go a couple of days with only having like a meal or half a meal, you're gonna be hungry and you're gonna spend some money. So that's what messed me up. The other stuff wasn't too bad, like spending money on groceries, or like I said, if I'm not really a big person that shops a lot, but if I see something I want, I'll get it. But even like with this online cart, like I probably filled up that cart maybe Monday, and then stuff is still sitting in my cart. I still haven't ordered it or whatever. So I can wait on stuff. Now, don't fill up your cart and then wait till after the no spend week and spend your money either. That's not a good thing either. But just it causes you to really think about what is really needed and necessary before you spend money. So that is my tip. You can challenge yourself to do a no spend week. No spend, start with a no spend day. Some people do no spend months and no spend years. I have not graduated to that level yet. I'm still working on trying to make it through a whole week and not spend any money. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all and say I'm about to do a no spend challenge, because I'm not. I already know it's going to be tough with the holidays coming up, and I'm going to be spending money. If I did do one, it would probably have to be like the first week in November that I did it. But I already know right now is about to be a difficult time for me not to spend any money. So I will also say, if you decide to do something like that, you just need to be strategic about what is coming up. I think I told y'all before, it just requires a lot of planning. Because like if you have birthdays or something like that, holidays, anniversaries, trips, or something like that coming up, you're going to spend some money. But you just got to plan ahead and kind of know how to navigate stuff so that it will be as successful as possible. Let's see. I'm going to see what other comments y'all have. Y'all let me know, what are some of your tips that y'all have to help save money, make money? Y'all already know I do the side hustles to make money. And y'all, I will say this, you can take it as a tip or not. There are so many different ways to make money. Like literally, y'all hear me talk about my side hustles. There are so many. I won't say I get approached a lot, but there are things that I get approached about that I can't even do just because I don't have the time or the capacity to be able to do it. But I know it can generate extra money. So if you ever feel like you're in a bind or you're really in need of money, just know there are so many ways and opportunities out there. You might have to think outside the box a little bit, but there are ways you can make additional money. And once you start operating and moving in that direction, you'll be so surprised at like the opportunities that come to you. Because I'm surprised at some of the opportunities that present themselves to me to be able to make some extra money. But not all money is good money. That should be another topic that we talk about. All money ain't good money. So you can distinguish the difference. All right, let's see. Buffer says, come talk to your girl about no spend challenge. There are Amazon packages here coming here at least 3 days. Oh, 3 days a week. Well, I can't. Belford, I be telling on myself. That's what I say. I can't really even say a whole lot right now. Yeah, if you saw my cart, if you saw what was sitting in my cart right now, but yeah, that's why I gotta fuss at myself. And the packages are going to increase because we getting ready for the holidays, Belford. That's what it is. We're getting ready for the holidays, or that's gonna be my excuse that I'm using. Because I know I'm about to ask my kids what they want for Christmas so I can prepare. They probably don't even really want a whole lot of stuff, but just so I can get it out of the way. Get their stuff. Well, it depends on what they want, because like my son, he grows so quick. Shoot, if I buy him some clothes, he probably 2 months from now he can't even wear them because he done grew. But I'm gonna figure out what they want, start setting up for that. Oh, here's another thing, y'all, and I've been meaning to post this video. Like I said, I'm probably gonna have to shoot the video again because it's probably like I probably got stuff in there that pertains to something that happened last month. Here's another way. Final tip, and y'all, I'm about to jump off soon. Another way to save money are there are different apps too. And when I say apps, it's like spending apps. So there is a gas app that I use regularly. There is a grocery app that I use when I remember. But with the gas app, and I've advertised it up on my channel and shared my link or whatever for you to sign up. But it's like when you spend money, when you get gas, they take a percentage, or they have a certain amount that they give back to you for using certain gas stations and everything. Same thing with like the groceries, like depending on what type of groceries you buy, you get certain like cash back, and there are other spending apps or whatever. So with those apps, I use those. Like I said, I usually forget about the grocery one, but I'm always using that gas one. But at the end of the year, I don't touch the money all year until the end of the year, and I see what I've accumulated for the year, and I pull that money out. Now, I pull it out. I probably pull it out like either the end of November, 1st of December, and I will use some of that as Christmas money. Now, when I say Christmas money, this is not Christmas money for my family. This is like the Christmas money for like the teacher, your coworker, your boss, all these different little Christmas parties that you get invited to, and you got to come up with a gift, and you end up spending like $20 here, $30 there, or whatever. So I use that money to buy those little gifts that you don't really think about, but then you need to show up at the party with something. And then, yeah, so you're not spending your money, and now you're out $50 for some little, work Christmas party where they just got some punch and sandwiches or whatever, and y'all doing a little elephant gift exchange. So that's what I use that for. It's for all those little last minute holiday expenses that come up, getting a teacher a Christmas card, a gift, something like that. Or someone came over to your house for Christmas, and everybody opening gifts, and this one person ain't got no gift, so you got the little extra gift on the side that's like, I don't know, a mug or some candy. You're like, here you go, whatever. That's what I use that for. It's for those little extra gifts, so I'm not having to spend my regular money, and then it doesn't really hurt. And then if I don't spend it, it's just like extra money that I'll throw into my savings account. So use those apps for that. But I use it where I don't touch it until the end of the year, and I'll see what I've accumulated, and I will pull that money out, and that's my little holiday money. All right. What's up, April? Good to see you. But April, I am about to jump off unless anyone had some other money spending tips, or money saving tips, money getting tips that they want to share. If not, that is pretty much it. Y'all let me know if y'all want to hear any other money topics or anything else that can be helpful. Belford, let us know too how you plan on living off of 40%, because you usually have good advice, Belford. So you might have some tips that you can share or in the future to help us live off of 40% or less than our income. Let us know. April, you silly. Yes, you got here just in time to say goodnight. And you probably sipping on water per usual, but it's all good. Yeah. It's been fun, y'all. No, I'm not even gonna say nothing. Just be on the lookout for me. I was gonna do Vlogtober, but your girl is too busy. Like I said, life has been coming at me hard and fast, y'all. And it seems like I'm looking at my calendar and seeing the upcoming events and stuff that I have that I need to attend, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna be able to slow down till like next year. Like this is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Year is gonna be over with. But yeah, too many things are going on right now. Too many things. But I'm glad I was able to come on the live. and be committed to you guys. I wish I could do more stuff with you guys, but like I said, life is coming hard and fast right now, and your girl is just trying to survive and stay afloat and everything. But yeah. But hopefully that was helpful. And if y'all don't see any videos this week, I will still be back on Tuesday for more Tipsy Tuesdays. But until then, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.